Hello and welcome back to our corporate business card help video. In this video we'll see how to edit text and colors in Adobe Photoshop. So let's open up Photoshop and let's open up our file. I'm just going to drag my file directly into the Photoshop. Okay, once the file is open, you'll see here we have the layer group that's turned off. It's the information group. Here you can find some basic information about the business card. Where is the bleed line, cut line, where is the safe text area. These are all necessary if you want to make some additional changes to the business card. Before sending this to be printed, make sure to delete this layer group. Now we have, of course, the front and the back of the business card here. And let's start with editing the colors. Let's open up the design. If you're working with CC versions, all you have to do is just double click on the color layers here and it will automatically change the colors here. If you're working in CS5 and you just want to edit the colors, you don't want to change any of the elements, you can use these colors here to make those changes. Or if you want to make the changes to the elements themselves, then you'll have to go into the folders and edit each and every one of these elements separately and color them separately. Now let's assume you just want to change the color scheme. So I can either double click on the color, change my colors here, add my own values here, and do that step by step. Or I can make it a little bit faster, and I'm gonna set up the foreground and the background colors here in the tools panel. I'm gonna make it red and do the same thing for the background color. And now, instead of double clicking on each and every one of these elements, I'm going to use the shortcuts to apply the foreground and the background color that I've set up. So to apply the foreground color, I'm going to use the shortcut Alt Backspace on my keyboard, and to apply the background, I'm going to use Control Backspace on my keyboard. And basically you need to do that for all of the elements. Now besides the solid fills here that you can see, we also have the fills. Let me just, okay, I'm gonna make this red. We also have the gradient fills, and when you open up the layer group and see this little FX icon, it's the icon for the layer style. Double click on it, go to gradient overlay, click on the gradient, and then manually change the colors to fit the color scheme. And once you've done that, press OK, and we have just the text background here left. Double click on the FX. Let's go and change the background color. Okay, okay, and here we go. We've changed the colors here. Now you repeat the same thing throughout the back, and that's how you change the colors in InDesign. The next thing we're going to talk about is changing the colors in the text. You do it exactly the same way. So we're going to utilize the front and the back. So to apply the foreground color, I'm going to use Alt Backspace. To apply the background color, I'm going to use Control Backspace. If I want at any point to change these colors, let's say I just want to make these white, I change the foreground color and I'm applying Alt Backspace to the foreground color. And here we go. Now, before we start editing the text, let's edit the QR code. Now, if you have your QR code already set up, if you followed the introductory video, you can just place it in the design, scale it, position it where you want. If you just want to exchange this one, double click on the QR code here. It will open up as a smart object. And now I'll go to File, Place. I'm going to place my QR code. Okay. Scale it. I can either delete the old layer, and let's say I want to change the color. I'm going to double click on it, color overlay. I'm going to make it white so we can see it. Make sure to go to File, Save. Oops. Let me just rasterize this. For some reason it's not working. Let me just do it manually. So I'm gonna lock this, Alt backspace, color it, Control save, and once I'm saved, I have my new QR code here. Okay, so you've seen if it doesn't work, if it shows you that you need to save it anywhere, somewhere, just rasterize it and apply the effects to it. Okay, now let's talk about editing the text. First, let's make sure to open up the character panel. If you don't see the character panel, go to Window, Character, and with the character panel you can edit the properties of the font itself. So here we can edit the font family, style, size, tracking, kerning, etc., whether it's going to be all caps, small caps, and everything else. These are the edits that you can do on your fonts. To edit the text, you double click on the layer, text layer, and just type in your own text, or you can activate the type tool here through the tools panel, or you can just press T on your keyboard to activate it. So at any point when you want to edit your text, just activate the type tool, select the text you want to change, and type in or copy your own text. Okay, that was it. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and remember, if you have any questions about the template or you need any additional help, please feel free to contact me on this email address and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. See you. Bye.